Have you seen all these Teapot pins? Hiya pals, Siskateer Mary here, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you the entire collection of the Princess Tea Party monthly pins from 2022. I'm so glad I finally finished this collection and that I am ready to show it to you guys. I haven't put it in its case yet. I do have a case for it. Let me go grab that. Okay, so here's the case that all the pins are going to go in. It is a lot. I mean, it's like a shadow box type case. And what I'm going to do is I've spoken many times about tea parties and things. And I've told you that my grandmother used to do tea parties. She also wrote books. Tony and I have read some of her books or spoken about her poetry before. I'm going to link a video up here in case you want to go and hear any of her stories that we've talked about. So I'm going to take some excerpts from some of her books, and I'm going to take maybe some of the illustration of Tea Party or something from a couple of her books, but use it as the background in this particular case, and then put all these pins in there with it, because it's why I started this collection, because it really made me think of my grandmother and her love of tea parties and all things Victorian. This kind of gave me a Victorian feel. So I'm going to show you the pins now. I only remember the first and second month and the last month. I don't know what other order they actually go in, but I'm just going to show them. So the first month they came out with was Belle, and she's gorgeous. Look at her. This is the Belle Teapot. They all have cute little tea names. I've shown many times in several videos how they work, but I'm going to show you one time on Belle how they actually work, if you are unsure about how to use these pins. It is two separate pins. You can have just a collection of the teapot or just a collection of the teacup. I'm going to keep both. So they're connected by a chain just like this. And the chain actually comes off and you put it on the pin post. So I'm going to show you here. Have the chain in my hand. And you thread this through here on that pin post, just like that. And then you do the same thing on the teapot through the pin post, there we go, just like that. And then they are connected. I'm going to keep them, I'm most likely going to keep them on their backer cards. It actually, for me, will depend. Did I do that right? Yeah. It will depend on space, if I can keep them on the backer cards or not. So the regular ones are limited edition 4,000. So these are the ones that came out and they were like your monthly, once a month collection. They did come out with 4 completers, and the completers are limited edition of 2,000, and they were only able to be purchased on Shop Disney. So these teapot pins were available in the parks, but the completers were available on Shop Disney. It was kind of a mess. So my parents went to Walt Disney World in February, and the February pin was Cinderella. So this was the February pin. And I had seen someone post I had not gotten any of them yet. So Belle was January, Cinderella was February. I had not gotten any of them. And I had seen someone post that this one came out in Disneyland. When I saw it, this one, that's when I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go for it. So I messaged my parents and I sent them a picture and I said, hey, if you see this pin, can you please grab it for me? Well, I did not know that Michael had already gotten his Disneyland pickup person to pick it up for me. So my mom sent back and said, this is the only one we see. Do you want us to get it? I said, yeah, go ahead and get it. I thought maybe I'll get this one at another time. So this one came home with my parents, and about a day later, this one arrived in the mail. So I was super excited to have both of them basically at the same time. And that's when I decided I had to have the whole collection. So Belle was January. There she is again. Her tea is called, it's so small, it's hard to read, Last Petal. Cinderella was February. There she is again. I love the swirls in this teapot. This might be my favorite one. Her tea is almost unreadable. Something Blossom. Oh. Okay, that's almost unreadable. So there's Cinderella. All right, next up, if I remember correctly, the next one was Tiana. And if it was, that would be perfect because March is St. Patrick's Day and everything is green in March. And green is a good color for spring, and she's green. Not my favorite design, like not my favorite teapot design, but I do love the colors and the way that they mixed all the different colors here. It's a really nice, pretty color palette. But again, the design of the teapot's not really my favorite design. I do believe it's the only one shaped like this. I think they all kind of have a different shape, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much. All right, and this one is called Ma Belle. Ma Belle. So that's Tiana. All right, next up, I have no idea. I don't remember. We're going to go with Jasmine. We're going to say Jasmine was next because this is really pretty. The color is great. The shape looks just like a genie lamp, so it's like perfect. But also like the swirling pattern in the color there, and that darker color is really awesome. I love the handle of this teapot. It's just, this one's really, really nice. Really, really pretty. Really liking it. The tea on this one is called Moroccan Mint Green Tea. Well, that makes perfect sense. Again, here is the Princess Jasmine for the Princess Tea Party set. Then a completer pen came out, and the completer pen was a complete shock and surprise and did not understand at all what was happening. I'm not sure how many people actually knew what was going on when this pen came out. And it's a limited edition of 2000. It was weird because this was a completer that came out prior to the actual pen of this princess coming out. So I'm going to show it to you, and it is Ariel in her pink dress. So we had not seen an Ariel pen yet. So at this time for me, I'm thinking, this is weird. Why is Ariel being released on Shop Disney? I bought it immediately, got it home. It was LE 2000. I'm like, why did we get an Ariel pink dress, LE 2000, in the same month we got another pen? I didn't know it was going to be a 16 pen collection. So this is the Ariel completer in her pink dress. I love the seahorse here. Not my favorite shape for the teapot, honestly, but I still love it. It's still very pretty, very shiny. I think all the completers have shiny. No, one of them doesn't. That's okay. All right. This tea is called Upon Land. So this is like her land outfit. So then her mermaid teapot outfit came out. It's the same shape as the other one, except it's mermaid. It's her purple shell top, her mermaid skin tail, still with a seahorse, same shape, no glitter. Look at this. They're the exact same shape, just different colorings. I think I like this one a little bit better because I really do like the sparkle. And this one just feels kind of odd to me with the mermaid scales. And this one's tea is called Under the Sea. So Upon Land and Under the Sea. All right, next we're going to go with Mulan, which I love this one. This one's shape is so cute. It feels like it fits Mulan for me. This super cute little round. There's a flower. I can't think of what kind it is. Oh my gosh, I lost my brain. Somebody tell me in the comments. There's one here and one here. Oh my goodness. But this is really nice. The colors really scream Mulan for me. This was just a regular release in the parks, LE 4000. And the writing is so small. Oh, is it a magnolia flower? Because the tea is Sweet Magnolia. Maybe it is. That's Mulan. Mulan. All right, next up we have Rapunzel, which is one of my favorites. It is rivaling the Cinderella as one of my favorites. The swirly purple, the shape of this tea kettle, I love it. I absolutely love it. The purples, the pinks, the yellows. Look at the shape of this tea kettle. Is that not so cute? And then the swirly purple here, and then the lavender down here on the cup, the suns to represent Rapunzel, the flowers. I mean, oh, gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. And in this one, the tea is called Sun something. Sundrop. How cute is that? Next, we had another regular one come out, and it is Snow White. Also loving the shape of this one. It fits Snow White really well, I think. It's kind of dainty. I love that the top of it is like wood, that kind of gives you that cottage. It really feels like a cottage to me, like where the 7 dwarfs live. The yellow is perfectly in the middle. And then this little cup has the little diamonds around it for the 7 dwarfs. What a great detail, right? That's so cute. I just think that's adorable. This might be my favorite. I'm going to put it up here with the other two because it's kind of rivaling the favorites. And it's called Fairest. Well, of course it is, because she's the fairest of them all. All right, so that might be a favorite as well. Then we got another, what's it called? Another chaser, another completer. I don't know what they're calling them. Chaser or completer. And what's weird, again, is we got this one and didn't even have the regular pin for this princess, but we all knew who it was as soon as we saw it. And honestly, this teapot, it's a weird shape, but it fits for me because it kind of looks like the cake leaning over that the 3 fairies make for Aurora's 16th birthday. Doesn't that kind of feel like that wobbly cake? And this is the pink one, and this was a completer, so this is an LE 2000. And this came out before the blue dress Aurora, which I don't know why pink it is the completer and blue is not. Don't we mostly know her in pink? So I would think pink would be, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But this was the completer. It's LE 2000. I love the sparkle here. I think it's kind of fun and cute. Not my favorite, but I think it's kind of cute. And this is called Briar Rose. Then her blue dress pin came out. It's literally exactly the same, just blue, and the colors on the saucer, the flowers are a little different color. But it's the exact same. Like the shape, it looks the same. It just looks like the toppled cake to me. It just is funny how they made it look like that. So that's the blue dress Aurora. This is the LE 4000, so the regular monthly release. And this one is called also Briar Rose. So they have the same tea name. Huh. That's interesting. They have the same tea name. Okay, so that's fine. That works. I'm going to go ahead and show you the Belle completer. This Belle completer is Belle in her blue dress. And I'm going to be honest, when I first saw it, I thought it was Alice, and I was very confused. Very confused as to why Alice was in the princess set. But this is the LE 2000 Belle completer. It is Provincial Belle. You know it's Belle because the book, the rose petals down here. It's really pretty. It's the same shape as the yellow dress. So it's got the same shape. And it's Provincial Belle. I like this one better than the yellow one, which is weird, but I do. And this one is called Good Morning Tea. So that's the Belle completer. Then we have 3 more regular releases and the last completer. So we have Pocahontas. I think the shape of this teapot fits Pocahontas really well. It's not my favorite, but I get Pocahontas. Obviously the colors, but I think the shape works. I like, they put the little hat on top that kind of makes it really Pocahontas. They've got her little necklace. It's gorgeous. The coloring is beautiful. I love all the greenery down here around the saucer. It's a LE 4000 like the rest. And the name of this tea is Corn Silk Tea, which would make sense as well. Next up, we had Merida. Merida was the next to last. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Merida's one of my favorite princesses. I don't know how I feel about the way this one looks. I mean, I like it, but I feel like they could have done a little bit better here. I'm unsure. I'm unsure about the shape. I'm unsure about just the way it looks. There's not enough like red for her hair on there for me. I do like, you know, the added like arrow pieces down here, her crest, you know, but it feels undone to me. And the name of this tea is Scottish tea. I just think there should be more red. I mean, her hair is a huge part of her identity, I guess. And that's not enough for me. So, okay, there's Merida. And the last release that released in December was Moana. But this is beautiful. This is a great shape. I love the little round shape. It almost kind of looks like the Mulan shaped pin. Definitely looks like Moana's dress. There's the little cup. Seems like it looks like a volcano. Super cute. It's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. It's really cute. And it's an LE 4000 as well. And this tea is called Tafiti. Tafiti. So that was pretty cute. A great play on that. And then the last completer, I don't know why. I don't understand, but it's gorgeous. It's also humongous. And it is the Disneyland teapot. So we have this Disneyland bright white and sparkly gold teapot. You have a little castle right here in the center with the Disneyland D. I feel like that's specifically the Disneyland D. Walt Disney World does not use that font, but I don't know. And it's huge. So let me just up next to one of them. Like it's much bigger than the rest, especially like the smaller one. So it's enormous. Unsure why we went with this, but it is the final one. It's an LE 2000. I actually don't think it was the final one. I don't know which completer came out last. I think this one came out in the middle of the year and it was like a shock, but it's really pretty. It's a nice completer set. It's very pearlescent here and super sparkly on the gold parts. And this one is called Princess Tea Party. That's it. It's got a little crown down here on the cup. Got a little diamond over here. It's really pretty and it completes the set quite nicely. Personally, I probably would have gone with a pink dress Cinderella or a rags Cinderella, or maybe even like a soldier Mulan, or a blue dress Tiana. I don't know. I probably would have chose something different because we have so many princesses that wear so many different outfits. But that's it. That's the awesome Princess Tea Party collection. Maybe once I get it all put in the frame, I'll just do like a short or something of it all in the frame so you can see it. So keep a lookout for that. But now we're going to choose our favorite. So these are the three that I have chosen as my favorites. Put in the comments down below which one is your favorite of these three, and then which one is your actual favorite if it's not one of these three. So here are the three that I've chosen as my top three. And no surprise here, I'm going to go with Cinderella as my absolute favorite pin from this collection. So Cinderella is going to be my top pin here in this collection. So let me know in the comments down below, did you collect these pins? And which one was your favorite? So until next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.